something that I don't like talking about, but it needs to be talked about. How to hold people accountable, specifically your team members, coming up right after this. Okay, accountability. It's the key to running a successful team. We all have to be held accountable, and that's my first point. If you expect people to be held accountable, if you want to hold them accountable, you have to be accountable to yourself first. You have to make sure you're doing what you say you're going to do. You have to make sure your team trusts you and that they know you're putting the work in and you're doing what you're telling them to do. We have a rule in our company. I never make anyone do anything that I personally wouldn't do and haven't done many times over. So you have to be accountable to yourself before you can hold anyone else accountable. The next thing is you got to inspect what you expect. So if you expect a lot out of your team, you got to make sure that you're inspecting it. So have logs where they can write down what they've got completed. Make sure you're checking every single week. You're holding team meetings that you're checking in on them, because if you're not, they're just going to be doing all kinds of things and you won't know anything about it. So you've got to inspect what you expect. Make sure you get it down on paper and that it's clear as day. Make sure it's in their job description. They know exactly, I need to do this, 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 and this today, and you inspect that as well. The third thing is don't let things slip. Things are going to happen from time to time. You're going to have things that you might be inspecting things, but they might slip, and they might get away from you. You got to call attention to it right away. If you don't call attention to it and you don't talk it over with your team, then they're going to think it's acceptable. So if you see something that you don't like or that's not acceptable to the team, call it out immediately and make sure it doesn't become a bigger problem. If you call it out immediately, it's not going to create this huge issue in your company, and people won't think that it's acceptable to keep making those same mistakes or doing those things over and over again. So if you want to hold people accountable, make sure you're accountable to yourself, you inspect what you expect, and you call things out right away, and you don't let it slip too far. So I hope this helps you out. Hold yourself accountable, hold your team accountable. Before you go, hit the like and subscribe button. It would mean the world to me. I really appreciate you watching this video. Have a great day. Let's go.